What's happening, people? Welcome back to another live video. How are we doing, people? Overall, I'm free to join. I might get you on in a minute, lad. Drop the link. I'm not dropping the link. You're gonna have to message me on X. Just go little copyright on X. And I'll send the link there, and I'll get you on soon. I'm not dropping it in the live chat, lad, because you get fucking idiots trying to fucking cancel me or something. So it's too risky to drop links in the chat. But if you want to come on, lad, speak about Barcola, just try and message me on X or something. And I'll, or on Discord or something, and I'll send a link over that way. But yeah, people, how are we doing? Got some fucking news last night, didn't we? About 11, 12 o'clock last night, which I'm happy with it, but I'm going to put it on the screen for you now anyway. Screen. Let's get the ball rolling, eh? And there we have it. Exclusive. Liverpool agree alone. Deal to sign Araujo from Barcelona. Here we go. Verbal agreement, club to club with Barcelona now approved by director Deco. New centre back for LFC with surprise bomber. I didn't expect this. One bit. It just come out of nowhere, and I'm actually made up. We've actually got a centre back in, because before I go to bed every night thinking who the fuck's gonna play centre back against Newcastle, because when the transfer window opens, I don't look at when it closes. I want my players in the door for Newcastle away, first game of the season. I drop me a message on Twitter, little copies, and I'll drop the link there, lad. Yo, what's happening, nighttime kids? How you doing, brother? Yeah, that's a hard sign, bro. I think the guy is worse than Canate. Let's hope he does okay. It's not a horrible sign, no, lads. When you put into context, yourselves, you just, and I'm not throwing shade at your club, lads, but you just bought Van Ecke for 52 million plus 20% sale next sale. A fit Ronald Araujo is levels above whatever Van Ecke would ever do. It's a loan deal. He's cost us 8 million loan deal with potentially 55 million euros, which I don't know. I think that's about 43 million to sign him. So if he comes in as shit, he goes back to Barcelona. But if he's fucking amazing and his quality, we've got an option to fucking buy him for like 43 million. What's 43 million in today's market? That probably just gets you the championship player at best. He switches off more times than Canate. But as Vinicius Junior's come out and says he's the hardest defender he's come up against. Hello, Hannah. Discuss his change stats by Eric Garcia. Going on loan at Girona. Yeah, I followed you on Twitter. Yes, lad, drop me a message then, and I'll send it over in a minute. Bro, you got a little red card. No, yeah, but you want, you got no red card. You played 38 games last season, and you didn't get a single red card last season. His problem was he suffered with mental health. He's still human, and for me, if Iriola thinks that he can get the best out of him, like back in his best days at Barcelona, then I'm all for it. Don't forget when he joined Barcelona at the age of 21, and he made Jules Koundé play right back because Jules Koundé couldn't get in the centre back ahead of him. Worst case scenario is just exactly. He's cost 8 million loan deal. If he becomes a fucking quality player for us, we've got an option to buy him. But if he's shit, then we can just send him back. If someone in the chat now can name me a better defender who we can get on a loan deal, or say about who cost like 10 million dead cheap, than Araujo. See if someone can name drop me. Don't start. And then it's got to be someone who you can get a possibility for a loan. You can't say Zabani because he was my first choice, but it's clear to see Zabani's not on the market. Enrique wants to keep Zabani, so he's not an option anymore. But he can be as good. Exactly. If Iriola, who's a very, very good manager, thinks he can get the best out of him, and we all know Araujo is world class when he's on his game. When Araujo's fully fit, fully focused, switched on, he's one of the best centre backs on the fucking planet. He's got rapid speed. He can play centre back or right back. His ball playing ability is at the top level. He can pick a pass. I just think it's fucking a wonderful deal. Best case scenario, and he goes back to that. I don't think the club really wanted him. He's never even played more. League games. Yeah, he needs a step. I will that, but obviously I'm just in the middle of speaking about Araujo. I'll drop it when I can. Now I'll put imagine. For me, if I'm still waiting for names, I've seen no names in the chat yet. Who's fucking just as good or better than Araujo for maybe 10 million or a loan. Give me some names, because I don't think you're found a fucking name. He's probably, for a loan deal, he's probably the best centre-back on the market for a loan deal. And he wasn't one of my options because I didn't expect Barcelona to actually let him go out on loan. And now we can come in and he just slot right next to Virgil van Dijk. Because when I was thinking against Newcastle, I was thinking, who are we going to play there? Are we going to play Endo? Are we going to play Grav? Are we going to risk it with a 17, 18-year-old kid? What are we doing? And then all of a sudden, now Araujo just comes in and slots nice. He's got bundles of experience. And on top of that, you can't be shit if you're being a Barcelona captain. He's Barcelona's captain. He can't be shit. It's impossible. I understand that the club wants him now. He'll see in set pieces. Exactly. And he's, for me, you need these type of centre backs in your team. Who's someone who's like not a shitbag, who would take a boot to the face. He'd love to get his head fucking took off by a kick, by putting his body in the way. These are the type of signings, and you don't want like a little faggot or like a little pussy in your team. You want these who he will play for the badge and he will give it his all. Whether he comes and he fails, that's a different story. But for fucking 8 million loan deal, I just now that means we can go and splash more money in other areas. Because we know Barcola is going to cost you about 120 million. That's how much Barcola is going to cost. Now, we might not be able to get a centre-back in because we all know what FSG are like. FSG are horrible owners. They're dirty or horrible owners. I cannot stand them. Now, I have to give them praise and I have to give them credit for this signing. Because now it means that we probably can splash the cash in more in other areas and get more bodies in the door because our squad is so thin. But I'll send a link now, lad. But what would people in the comments? What would you rate? What would you rate the transfer? I'm giving it an 8 because we do know he is injury prone, and that's the worst thing about him is his injuries. But for me, if Iriola thinks that he can get him back to his best, I'm there for it. But then if he comes in and he's completely shit, then at least we've got that option just to send him back to Barcelona. So, like with the notion of Oh, he's shit at the crap signing. He's got, I think, hasn't he got like 145 caps or something for Barcelona? He's captained Barcelona on multiple occasions. He's got many of experiences in big games. He's gone for, he's got Champions League experience. And now it gives us time to let Leone and Xhaka ease into the team because they're only kids. Jordan, I haven't seen no, I'm on my messages, lad, and can't see any messages off you, lad. Let me go to requests. No, I've got no message requests off you, lad. I think you've messaged the wrong account. I'll just drop it. I'll just drop it in the chat, lad. Yeah. So, what will people rate this transfer? Out of 10, it'd be interesting to see whether you're on the same page as me or. I don't even know how to fucking get the link up. There it is. Yeah, lad, in the chat. Well, I'm going to share another screen now about Araujo with his stats and that, so we can delve into it a bit more. Let me see, where are we? Right, there we are. Let's have a little gander. I think number 4, primary centre back or just right back. He's 27. He's 192 centimetres, so what's that in height? Not like 6'3" in height. Obviously from Uruguay. It was Suarez and Nunez's mate, Sebastian Coates. His contract ends in 2031. So you can see here his market's dropped, hasn't it? His market value is dropping. He got 3 goals last season, started 11, 24 matches in the league. No red cards, only 2 yellows, which is played 1,000 minutes. A rating 6.9, which is okay. Shot on target 42%, so he is a defender. Goals 3. Expected goals here. So assists none. Defender passes 7. But this is what Areola likes as well. Areola likes ball playing defenders. That's why he got, your son Zabani and Sensi was the main. And you can see there, he's got his passing is 92%. I know probably majority would just be maybe 10, 20 yard passes. Long ball 22, so he's got 47. So he's not really a Van Dijk, as in he's spraying balls, but he's more. So Jules won 63%, which is pretty all right, because it all depends where he's playing for the duels, whether he's playing right back or centre back for these, I don't know. Aerial duels look at 67, and that's it. That's what we've been lacking. even this pre-season, you can see in this pre-season that you can see we conceded 2 goals to long throw-ins. But I've got a guest on. Drop him up now. Big up, lad. What's happening?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. What do you think about this signing of Ronald Araujo?
Wow, out of nowhere. Finally, we got a backup, man. So, indeed, I was looking at his stats, his injury stats yesterday, as I was doing a video about him yesterday. Indeed, but look, he has been out for 4 months in 2024. So, hopefully, we don't have any injuries with him joining us and out.
That's it. That's the major concern, isn't it? Is his injuries. They are massive. I think he had since for the last 4 years he's had like 20 injuries, so that is a concern. But for me, it's a good deal. It's a loan, because if he keeps on getting injured, we just send him back rather than buying him outright and it's not working.
Yeah, he's good. No,
But on his
I'm worried about his injuries.
aerials,
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about his injuries. That's the thing.
yeah,
But I'm worried about his injuries.
they are a major issue, but only time will tell. As you can see on here, though, lad, where we conceded 2 goals the last game from throw-ins, and his aerial success is 67.2, which is pretty decent. He's been dispossessed once. 21 tackles, but again, it depends where he's been playing, whether it's centre back or right back. It's at the highest. Possession winning in the final third, 4. But this is it. He's a very aggressive centre back, and that's what Areola likes. He likes being aggressive. He likes winning the ball high up rather than a defensive centre back. But yeah, where are we here? Let's put your here, lad. Yeah. But I'm only learning how to use this, lad. I'm not ready to best with this, but what are you saying, United kid, lad? You will be better signing Romero, but Romero.
No. I don't want no Spurs players near my club. None.
But you're contradicting yourself a bit, Nighttime Kid, because you're saying that he's rash. He's a bad signing, but then you bring in Romero, who is twice as worse than what Araujo is. It's not making sense, lads. Romero can just go to Atletico Madrid. But yeah, people so far. 2 very surprises, which no one knew about. There was no ITK wannabes or nothing. Putting this news out, it just come out of the blue last night. But I've just me only worry with this is, are we going to go in the market and get a centre back, get a right back, or is he just a hybrid who can play both positions? Is my worry, because I feel like we still need. I'd rather just keep him centre back and play right back.
Well, he can play different positions. He can play centre back and right back. He does it in the Champions League. He has some mistakes in it, but we need a proper right back, no doubt. As I said, we need a RB.
Yeah, that's my worry though. I don't want him to play both positions all the time. I'd just rather, because you got Gomez, you know what he's like. He's got biscuit knees anyway. You've got Leone, who's only 19 years of age, coming back from an ACL injury, which it's a very bad injury. We don't even know what's happening with Xhaka. He hasn't even played a single game in pre-season yet, and he's not even training with the team. He's just doing gym work. So is his injury as bad as what the club are telling us? So I'd rather just rather get an out and out right back in rather than a hybrid.
Yeah, true.
Only share something on the screen. I'm going to speak about Barcola now, lads. So Fabrizio Romano put negotiations continue between Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain for Bradley Barcola, but nothing is agreed or even at final stages as of now. Barcola is top target for Liverpool and he wants to move as revealed since May. It's never in doubt. No breakthrough in talks yet. Give me a feeling on Barcola then, lad. Are you desperate to sign him? Is he a number one
So
target?
yes, because I saw him played well at the World Cup this year. He was doing very well for France, no doubt, and he decided that he wants Liverpool. So indeed, so he want Anfield, and we're waiting now. We're moving so slow to really get this over the line, no doubt. So absolutely, Bradley Barcola, it's taking long for us to really get here we go, indeed, and have the club to club talk same way going on. Yeah, man, get this player to Liverpool, no doubt. Indeed, because I see a few clips of him doing well for PSG, back in one Champions League back to back, beating Arsenal last season and double. Yeah, getting him. Where will he be fit? Because we have I don't know, we have players in now in the likes of Victor Munoz. Where would will we get rid of Cody Gakpo? If we get rid of Cody Gakpo, that could be awesome one for us to make up the amount of money that PSG wants first for them to release the French winger to Liverpool. So his main target is Liverpool as he's make his choice. He wants us. So yeah.
For me with Barcola, I understand why it's taken so long because it's a massive deal to do. It's gonna cost us 120 mil. So it would not surprise me one bit if it runs until near deadline day, which I'm not bothered really about that. What I'm bothered about was are we just concentrating on Barcola and just neglecting other positions? That was my biggest issue with Araujo coming in. I'm more calmer now, but I do understand with him. And for me, I think Gakpo is gone. I think Liverpool are gonna bring back Barcola in, let Gakpo go to Tottenham for stupid amount of money, and then get Mbaye, and then you've got Barcola and Rio for the left, and then play Mbaye and Munoz for the right. And the both and Ariola's come out himself anyway in interviews, and he said he wants his wingers to be versatile, can play on both wings. Cody Gakpo is the odd one
Yeah.
out. Cody Gakpo is the odd man because
Mhm.
Cody Gakpo can't do that. So I think that's the solution. What the road Liverpool are gonna go down. But I don't mind this just dragging out just as long as we get in a right back, maybe a midfielder, and buy the right winger instead of just putting
Mhm.
all our eggs in one basket with Barcola, because the longer it drags on, the more chance he's just going to get pissed off with Liverpool not making the correct moves. And maybe Arsenal, who are desperate for the left
Exactly.
winger, might just put the money on the table to PSG and go, is that what you want for Barcola? There you go, there's the money. And then we've missed out on a rival for our number one target.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Barcola as well, Barcola can play both sides. I don't really want him to start on the right because if we're paying 120 million for a player, you can't be shoehorning him
Mhm.
out of position. You've got to play him in his best position, and his best position is on the left. So I can see a world where as soon as we get him in, then we're going to release Gakpo to Tottenham. But did you see Mbaye today? He scored against United, didn't he?
Wow, yeah, absolutely. I heard. I didn't watch the game, but I heard that he scored. Really, really. He's 17 years old, like real for us, despite he's got turned 18. So both of them are the same age. So well done by Mbaye as well. So if we can get these two players in, I don't have any problem. Just we need to just get this over the line before the deadline day next month. The transfer window closes on deadline day. So yeah, we need to get these transfer wrapped up indeed.
This is it with the Mbaye one. I don't understand because it's gone a bit dead now. There's been no really much updates on it, and he played the full 90 minutes today, which I find strange. Why is he playing 90 minutes if he's on the verge of moving? And as Anfield sector said here, a full 90 minutes on a goal against United from right wing for them by rumour to Liverpool target next up Anfield. But we all know how much it's going to cost because he agreed a fee a couple of weeks ago with RB Leipzig, but the deal fell through because it was like an exchange for like Diamande, and then once the Diamande collapsed, the Mbaye deal collapsed, and I think it was like 34 million. So Liverpool know the price they have to pay for Mbaye, and Mbaye's give Liverpool as his priority. So I don't understand why this deal is not wrapped up within 24 to 48 hours. I honestly don't. I don't know
Yeah,
what's going on with them now.
yeah, 34. That's the cheapest price. 34 million for this player, Mbaye. He's really looking good, no doubt. So either way, I forget rid of
Have you
30.
seen much of him? Have you seen much of him, or don't you really know the player?
Exactly. The only time I saw this player play is when Champions League comes around, man. That's the only time I see this player play for PSG.
I
That's the only
seen him
time
at
I
the
see
World
him.
Cup. He scored a brilliant goal against France, didn't he, at the World Cup?
Yes,
And
oh my God. He scored that. It was a great goal. It was an awesome goal against France. And him and Sadio Mane has great connection. Even this will be our second Senegalese player to join us after Sadio Mane left us. I know he's in Saudi, so
he gives us something. He gives us something what we lack in the area. He's got blistering pace. He's comfortable on both feet. He can go inside. He can do it on the outside. And it's a
mhm,
good loophole because he's only 18, so we don't have to register him. And
yeah,
in 3 years' time, he becomes homegrown. He becomes a homegrown
yeah,
squad. So it's a
yes,
no brainer. But I don't know why the hold's taking so long when everyone knows the fee and everyone knows that he wants to go and PSG want him gone. But he's going to be special. He could be like Ryan, where Ryan went to Bournemouth and he's valued at like 130 million. This kid for
wow,
34 million, it's worth a gamble because even if he comes in and flops at only 18, you can still spin a bit of profit on him because his value's so low.
yeah, he's good. He's good at the age of 17 years old. Very talented football player. But yeah,
Where are we? I built this team because this would be the team. Let me know whether you'd make changes, but this is the team I'd go for against Newcastle in 2 weeks' time. Is it 2 or 3 weeks?
wow.
And that's it. It's
St.
Premier League
James
start.
Park.
That's a team I'll do. Let me go from the bottom here. So I'd have Allison in goal. I play Jones right back because I do not want to see Frimpong at right back ever again. I'll throw in Araujo because I'd rather play him than Endo or Grav. Van Dijk, no brainer. Kirk has no brainer. Soboslai, he has to play. He's playing in the pivot no matter what because he's going to become vice captain. It's just when the club announce it. I played today. He has an amazing pre-season. He's probably been our best player at pre-season. And with Grav playing in the World Cup, and I think Trey Naoni's been around the squad longer since Areola's come in, and Areola's just full of praise. He's just praising him every single interview he does about Trey. And then I play Waits, and then I play Rio on the left because everyone knows my feeling on Gakpo. I can't fucking stand him. I just think he's shit. Munoz, I just throw him in the deep waters because we haven't even got a fucking out and out right winger at the club at the moment. And then for me, Isaac, that'll be the team I'd start against if they're still fit, if they don't pick up any injuries between now and Newcastle. That's a team I would put out.
Well, yeah, for me, Victor Munoz, he is very good with both feet. He's very, very good with both feet indeed. I saw a few clips of him in training about taking shots after Alisson Becker with both feet over by the left and right. So look, he's very fast as well. He's very quick. So absolutely, and also verse. I hear Areola, Andoni Areola say he's going to play on the number 10 role. That's his position behind the striker. Indeed, but this looks very fantastic. Like I said, Glenn Jones as right back. We need a proper right back now. But yeah, Van Dijk, this is 10th year with us as captain. Indeed, staying long more than indeed than the rest of players that already leave us. Indeed, but for me, this looks to me a great lineup against Newcastle United away from home in our first opening game of the Premier League season at St. James Park. Stuck indeed. I like the lineup. And Alisson Becker back in goal ready again. Hope we can get the job done. Indeed. And I see news going around about Jones joining Inter Milan. I'm not sure if he will be leaving, but yeah, let's see what happens, man, when the start of the season begins. Oh yeah, jumping Jackway. Yeah, that looks good, bro. That looks good. Jumping Jeremy Jackway. I think he could get more support, help. Well, he don't have to worry himself. He looking very fantastic here. Oh, now like how we get Ariola Ronaldo. So I don't know where will we play him. So that's the thing. So Vert, if you saw what he did in training, man, he dropped enough his teammates on the ground and score. Oh my gosh. So yeah. You will be finishing mid-table with that teammate. Yeah. So yeah. We're not going to finish mid-table though.
So, No, I was on mute. Apologies. I've been speaking to myself. Yeah, so I've left spaces here. Because people might have different opinions and be nice for the chat to get involved in yourself. But I've left some out because it's debatable. But Isak, we all know, is going to start because we haven't got a striker. Wirtz, the best 10 in the world. Szoboszlai definitely going to start in the pivot because he's going to be the new vice captain. Van Dijk is the captain, so he's going to start. And Kerkez starts over Simicast every single day of the week, twice on a Sunday. Big up, big up, lad. Big up, much appreciated for being in the chat. So what players would you put at right back if this is against Newcastle, this first game of the season?
For me, well, I think Andoni Ariola will be probably go with Jones. He could go with Jones. Conor Bradley. I think he's ready, fully ready to be played. I'm not sure, but I think he could go with
Conor Bradley is out till November.
Lordies. Okay, so he will go with Jones because last season Jones played again at right back for us.
Big up,
yes,
big up, Mickey lad. Calvin Ramsey can be a shout lad, but I just don't think Areola's trust him enough to even play him, lad. But big yourself up, lad.
Yeah, I think he's gonna put Curtis. I'm gonna say Curtis. So Curtis Jones for me, right back.
Your centre half.
I think he's gonna go with either Jeremy Jacquet or
I'm asking for your for your opinion, not Areola's. What would you?
Oh man, when I think for me, I'm gonna go with Jeremy Jacquet. So yeah.
Your right pivot.
Right pivot. I'm gonna go with McAllister. Maka.
Your left winger.
Left winger. This is look. I'm gonna go with Rio for me.
And your right winger.
Ooh, Victor Munoz.
So that would be your team: Jones, Xhaka, Van Dijk.
Yeah. They're going to switch position during the game. So I know Victor will be over the left and Rio will be over the right during the game. So
yeah. So for me, on here, Jones, I agree. Xhaka hasn't even started pre-season yet. So and with only 2 weeks left, is he going to be fit enough? McAllister, definitely not. McAllister and Szoboszlai in the pivot together, I think it'd get ran through, and the forward line was the same as mine. So yeah, it's only 2 players. I just don't think Xhaka is going to be either player friendly. The Como game is going to tell you a lot about Xhaka's injury, because the manager come out and said he's going to play in the last game of the American tour, and he just never. And since he's come back to the AXA, he's just doing gym sessions. He's not even on the pitch training with the lads, which is very concerning. And McAllister, I don't think McAllister suits Areola's system.
Oh my God, that's the thing. That's what probably he could get sold. Then we could sold him then and get a proper midfielder If
Yes, this is why
if-
I think Areola wants a more with Szoboszlai being the pivot. Liverpool needs a more defensive 6 than an 8. But I think the forward line, I think that speaks for itself. I think he's going to go with that myself, because Gakpo, we don't know whether he's going, question marks about whether he's still going to be here. He's only come back last week with Rio as being at pre-season from the very start, so he's played every single game. And Munoz, I think it's his new boy. He's Spanish, and there's a connection there. So I think he starts him ahead. I just can't see him starting Rio on the right, or I can't see him playing Kieran Morrison.
Well, yeah, we don't have a proper right wing after Salah leave us at the end of the season. Indeed, he's in Turkish now. So who should we need a right winger? Indeed. So
And this is why we need to hurry up and get a move on.
So yeah, we need a new right.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. People, do me a big massive favour. I want to hit the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're in the chat, just hit the like button. It costs nothing, and it just helps this video get out there more, so new people come in and interact and have a football debate. And if you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button because it's free, and it just helps me with the channel. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, people, thank you for even being in the comments. And to you, Jordan, everyone going to subscribe to Jordan as well. His channel's there, Jordan Hyman Sports Central. Just go over, hit him and subscribe. It costs nothing. Spread the love. And yeah, people, I'm just going to wrap it up there. Thank you very, very much for even being here. Up the fucking Redman.
No problem.